I'm Lali Ayguade and I'm from Spain, and I'm a dancer, and I've danced 10 years in London, 1 year in Copenhagen, and now I'm based in Spain. Dance is a form of expression like theater, or it's just a form of express something with your body. That it's what it means, and for me it's very important that you play a lot when you dance. I think through life you get inspired by a lot of people. For instance, I started dancing because of Michael Jackson. And then you get inspired by people you work with, like Akram, but then you detach from these people, because I've been working with Akram 8 years, for instance, and I got close to his actual moving, but then I also detached of him, and then I discovered other people, and I think you are made out of a lot of different people. My workshop in Moscow. So here I'm trying to, I do a lot of improvisation, because me, as I said before, I like that people plays when they dance. I play when they dance, and they use the imagination. I like to use imagination to be able to move. So it's not about the hand goes here and the head goes here. It's just like you imagine things and you move through things that it doesn't exist. You make it in your mind. And I think that's very beautiful, because it creates qualities in the body and you can change it. And I like people that is able to change body, actually. For instance, in my company, I work a lot in transformation, how a person can go from one thing to another, and how a person appears one way and then you can transform very different in the end. I like to see dancers that they are able to move, but also able to express in themselves. Not only that they are good movers, that they are good performers, so that they know how to stay and how to look and how to do an amazing movement, but how to also appear very interesting in the emotion or in the face. So I teach also kind of theater, but not in a theater way, because I never did theater. I think you are never a made dancer. I think in your life, you learn very different things, and then you transform in a very different way. Like, I think when I started dancing, I was a kind of dancer. Now I'm very different, or I have a different kind of mentality in my head, so I do dance differently as well. I hope I will never stop learning, actually. Even from theater, even from circus, they have very different mentality, very different way of interpreting. They do a lot of acting as well, a lot of physicality, but in a very different way. I think you learn from any artist, even painting or musicians, you learn from them. For me, being there, for me, understanding the intention. If, for instance, in my work, there is a lot of intention. I was saying that lately I did this You and Me, that it was about a funeral, and it's about having a feeling as well as physicality, because they are movers, so they do move all the time. But if the intention is not there, it's gone. The performance doesn't work, because everything you give it through intention. So for me, even intention in movement, just abstract movement, there is always an intention. What do you do with that? And that's the main focus. What is your focus? What you want to say or what you want to do? What's your game? What helps me a lot is music, a lot. To listen music, even very interesting to see musicians live, and the way they, also to see not even musicians only, but actors or normal people, the way they move. And then movies, a lot. Movies, it helps me to create, because they are like moving pictures. And then of course books as well. When you read something, because in books what happens is that you imagine. Keep playing. Play all the time. And if you're bored, stop and then go again. Because otherwise you can kill yourself. Then observe. Look other people, how they move, or even not moving, how they talk. Keep curious all the time. That you have all the time a new thing to think about. And maybe it's one thing that it's still curious and then it's fine. When one thing it's like, okay, now I'm not interested anymore.